Hare Krishna. Om Ganatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitamena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadanti Shopadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Siyutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavasya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatha Nitvam Tvam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padanu Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhatisya Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahabodhanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvase Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna. So by the blessings of Srila Prabhupada and also by the blessings of previous acharyas and Vaishnavas, we are here in Sridham Mayapur. Especially we are going to observe Sriman Mahaprabhu's appearance day. So, why devotees observe these festivals, appearance day, like Janmashtami, Gaur Purnima, Nityandra Doshi? This is like grand festival in our parampara. And also appearance day of acharyas. Because all, according to Puranas, according to Shastra, all these days are very auspicious. And like appearance day of Lord and appearance day of appearance and disappearance of acharyas, we can glorify them. We have chance to hear from many Vaishnavas about the glories, about the Leelas of Sriman Mahaprabhu. And also from like acharyas and acharyas appearance and disappearance days, acharya Leelas. And especially in Mahaprabhu's Dham, Gauranga Mahaprabhu's Dham, this Navadip Dham, Mayapur Dham. We are observing this Gaur Purnima festival, and our focus, how to receive mercy from Mahaprabhu, and what is actually Mahaprabhu's guidelines to Gaudiya Vaishnavas. This is such a vast philosophy. According to their spiritual understanding, according to their realization, many variety of devotees, they share their experiences. Even on the base of philosophy, still sometimes it is very difficult to understand actually what is Mahaprabhu's strict guidelines for Gaudiya Vaishnavas. What are the strict principles we have to follow? And why Mahaprabhu descend here? And why we come in Gaudiya Parampara? Especially this Gaudiya Parampara, before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, one thing we have to understand, because now preaching is going on everywhere, especially through social media. We used to hear so many things, even from other sampradayas. We're hearing so many things. Sometimes devotees, they don't understand, or they don't have also such inquisitive mentality. And according to philosophy, we can say they don't have such pious activities like Sukritis. They fails to understand what is this actually the glory of this Gaudiya Parampara. You cannot compare the Gaudiya philosophy, the Gaudiya's mood, like Gaudiya's bhav, and Gaudiya's method, our philosophy, our method, our mood, you cannot compare with others. Therefore, we have to understand what is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mood, what is Mahaprabhu's contribution, and why we became a devotee, for what purpose. So that we will discuss in four classes. Especially Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu is Krishna. In TLC, Teaching of Lord Chaitanya, Prabhupada mentioned simple things, very, very important things. Why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu descend here? What is the purpose of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Mahaprabhu is not like a religious reformer. In India, most of the people they are believing Mahaprabhu is just a common religious reformer. Even in on other sampradayas, they think, oh, he's just like one of saintly persons. They don't know who is Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu is Krishna. And who know these things? Someone may say, oh, you are Gaudiyas, you are coming in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's line, therefore you are saying he is Krishna. No. Shastric proof is there. Above all the pure devotees in our parampara, from Swarup Damodar up to Srila Prabhupada, we have a higher respect towards Mahaprabhu's teachings. None of our acharyas divert the teachings of acharyas. That is the glory of our parampara. None of us, our acharyas, establish a separate philosophy, separate ideas, separate feelings than acharyas. In Gaudiya philosophy, there is no question of intellectualism, sentimentalism. No. This is very concrete philosophy. And it based on pure devotees' realization, it's you can say spiritual experiences and direct contact with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Like Raya Ramananda, they have direct relationship with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Only he can say. Like we can take one example. Who is Prabhupada? If I ask to all these brahmacharis, they can say something from Prabhupada's teachings. You don't have contact with Srila Prabhupada directly. But you ask to Srila Prabhupada's disciples. They can present with their better experience and with their realizations. Because they have direct contact. When Prabhupada was speaking, we are hearing Bhagavatam, but when Prabhupada was speaking, they are sitting in front of Prabhupada. They know the mood, the feeling. Only we know philosophy. We don't have such feelings. Because direct contact is required. If you want to understand someone's sentiments, feelings, direct contact is required. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's feelings, mood, There are so many elevated, pure Vaishnavas. Not only Vaishnavas, they are Manjaris, Sakhis. They have direct experiences, like Rai Ramananda. And our original Mahajan is Swarup Damodar Goswami. Who knows who is Gaura? Everyone have a higher respect for Swarup Damodar Goswami. Sri Radha, Krishna, Pranaya, Vikruti, Ladini, Sakti, all these are his verses. And second is Rai Ramananda. They have direct experience with Mahaprabhu. Like Rai Ramananda saw personally request Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. When discussion was going on, you know all these verses from Sisi, near Kaveri, just by seeing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rai Ramananda immediately understand. He's a lover of Krishna. He's a lover of Krishna. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, just by one sight, seeing the one sight, just by one of his glance, he understands Rai Ramananda is a premik. He's a pure devotee, premik. He's a lover of Krishna. Because Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya gives some hints. Mahaprabhu, you have planned to go to South India. Yeah, in South India, many scholars are there. But if ever you get some chance, please, you should associate with Rai Ramananda. But when Mahaprabhu and Rai Ramananda sit in one place and discuss about all these Rasatattwas, within these discussions, Mahaprabhu changed his form. Before when Mahaprabhu was preaching, he was at that time sannyasi. But when the discussion is going on about the Rasatattwas, Mahaprabhu's form become different. And what he said, Ramananda said to Mahaprabhu, I saw you beginning, you are a sannyasi. Pahle dekheli tumhar sannyasi swarupa. In the beginning I saw you are a sannyasi. But now personally I saw here, directly I saw here, you are Krishna. And not only Krishna, you are Krishna and assuming the mood of Radha. You are entering to Radharani's heart and stolen all his property, this Madanakhya Mahabhava, and became Gaura. Looks like sannyasi. Actually, you are not sannyasi, you are Krishna himself. Then how can you present all this philosophy in front of the philosophers? How can you present all this philosophy in the front of all these religious leaders in the India? How can you convince all the juniors or all these neophyte devotees that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Radha and Krishna? No. Like Prabhupada's feeling. Sometimes Prabhupada was very ecstatic. He was crying when he used to speak about his guru. Whenever you see the deities, he was in a different form. How you can explain all these things to juniors? They will think, yes, this may be like that. So these are the proofs. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna. Rai Ramananda, Swarup Damodar, all these Sad Goswamis. So everyone, not only they are matured only in philosophy. Sometimes preachers are very matured in philosophy, but they don't have a direct, how can I say, contact with Krishna. They don't have direct experience, spiritual sentiment, spiritual realization. Philosophically, someone may be very strong, but this parabhakti, I can say in English, I don't know. This is called parabhakti. Dasya deve parabhakti jatha deve tatha guru. Parabhakti is required for acharyas and parabhakti also for Krishna. We have bhakti, but we don't have parabhakti. When we will receive this merciful glance of Lord, of acharyas, then we can understand what is parabhakti. That is Parabhakti. So all these pure Gaudiya Parampara acharyas, they're very not only matured in philosophy, but also they have personal experience of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. Therefore, Jiva Goswami, in our parampara, if you say, I'm not a Sanskrit scholar, but I used to read something most philosophically and also grammatically. He's a very, how can I say, like a spiritual scientist. He was a very research person, Jiva Goswami. He said, who is Chaitanya? Chaitanya is our Prayojan avatar. He's our Prayojan avatar. Like Sambandha, Avidya, and Prayojan. Many incarnations is there. Who is Chaitanya? Chaitanya is Prayojan avatar. If someone wants Krishna Prem, Prayojan means Prem. Ultimate goal is Prem, Krishna Prem. Then who can give? Chaitanya. If someone have don't attachment, or someone is not inclined to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Mahaprabhu's philosophy, Mahaprabhu's teachings, and directly wants to develop his attachment towards Radha and Krishna, our acharyas never accept. It may be sentimental. And even if you have some love for Radha and Krishna, that is not pure love. Because Mahaprabhu is assuming the mood of Radharani, and he wants to distribute this Krishna Prem. So therefore we have to understand what is the philosophy, what is Mahaprabhu, and what is Mahaprabhu's strict guidelines. Very simple. Although the philosophy is very vast philosophy, from different corner, many devotees used to discuss from different corners. But philosophy is very straight. Mahaprabhu's guideline is very straight. According to our position you can say in English. In Sanskrit, we used to say adhikar. Yeah. According to our position, we have to understand. Philosophy is not so complicated. Now we make it complicated. Without our position, without our adhikar, we are studying so many shastras. People are, they fails to chant 16 rounds properly with concentrated mind, but they want to know what is Raganuga Bhakti. Or you are less than a Vidhi Bhakta. You have attachment for, material enjoyment. You are not a regulative in your material life even. You are attached to all these internets, all these big mobiles, all these thoughts, gossipings, offense mentality. Still you have developed desire. They are thinking this is a process. Okay, I will jump like a monkey. Our Gurudev used to say. Don't be like a monkey. You cannot change your adhikar. You have to understand what is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy. Very straight, sublime, and very simple philosophy. And according to your position, you have to understand. And that you can clarify with Tattva-acharyas. Those are pure devotees, those are Tattva-acharyas, they mention. In this way, you just go, you can achieve Krishna Prem. So who is Mahaprabhu? I want to quote one Prabhupada's own writing from TLC, Teaching of Lord Chaitanya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, but he has taken the mood and role of Radharani. Prabhupada always, I saw in his writing, not only always used to write mood and role. His role, that's mood and role of Radharani. Not only calling only Radharani's mood, and Chaitanya, Radharani's mood, not a union mood. This Vipralamba, separation mood. Gauranga means this is separation mood. Which separated mood? Which mood? Vipralamba. Which Vipralamba? When Krishna was in Vrindavan, sometimes also Radharani was in separation. When he fails to unite with Krishna, sometimes in separation. No, this is Mathur Viraha. When Krishna left Brajabhumi, now is in Mathura, in Dwaraka, and how Radharani is feeling, how intense desire to give happiness to Krishna. And forbidden for Krishna, forbidden from Krishna's service, how Radharani is suffering. That is Gauranga. Gauranga means, Mahaprabhu means, this is Vipralambas. Radharani is Vipralamba, highest Vipralamba. How can you say Vipralamba? Like separation mode. Topmost separation mode. Radharani's topmost separation mode, assuming a body. That is Gaura. Only feeling these feelings. I want to serve Krishna. Krishna is not with me. And without Krishna, Yugaitam Nimisena. Chakshusha Prabhushaitam Sunnaitam Jagat Sarvam Govinda Virayana. And in Vipralamba, stage not from Bhav, only Prem. Topic discussion from Prem. Mahaprabhu means Krishna Prem. Krishna Prem. And therefore, Srila Prabhupada said in TLC, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, but he has taken the mood and role of Radharani. What is the role of Radharani? Mahaprabhu is not performing the role of Radharani. Actually, although he was in a sannyasi form, actually always, Radharani's role, Radharani was performing the activities, her mood was how to satisfy Krishna. Have to observe in Krishna's thought, observe in Krishna's happiness, anchoring for Krishna's service. Yes, appreciating others. Why Mahaprabhu appreciating so many devotees? You know, in Jagannath Puri, whenever Mahaprabhu find out many devotees, embrace them. And when they used to come to Navdeep and different, attend to their villages, Mahaprabhu used to cry. Why? What is your feeling? What you are thinking? Why Mahaprabhu is crying? For us and others, we are sadhakas. For us, teaching is different. We want devotees association. And without devotees association, we cannot release our devotion. Mahaprabhu wants to teach us these things. Without devotees association, we can't progress. Devotees are my life. This is the teachings. But actually, Mahaprabhu's mood is like that. Like gopis, Mahaprabhu always used to say all these associates, Mahaprabhu's, the devotees, they are like gopis, they are manjaris. They are always helping me, performing Krishna Sankirtan for Krishna's pleasure. And without them, how can I perform Krishna Sankirtan? How can I please Krishna? Like Radharani, always hankering. I want more gopis, more gopis, more gopis. That is Radharani. What is Radharani's mercy? She is very merciful. Like in Vrindavan, everyone Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. But how Radharani is merciful, no one knows. Only if someone knows Gaura, only he can. Radharani is merciful, no doubt. But how she is merciful? Through Gaudiya you can understand. Only through Mahaprabhu's parampara, Mahaprabhu and Mahaprabhu's followers, through them you can understand. Because like Radharani wants, let more Sakhis, more Manjaris should come to my fold. I want to engage all conditioned souls, all souls in Krishna service. Because Krishna is unlimited. And I want to give pleasure to Krishna limitlessly. I want to give unlimitedly, I want to give pleasure. But alone I can't do it. I want more souls. Let they should become Manjaris, they should become Sakhis, they should understand Krishna's mood, they should engage in Krishna's service. This is Radharani's mood. Then how a conditioned soul who have so much attachment for this body, and for a conditioned soul, this body is everything. He don't know beyond this body. He don't know beyond this body. Bodily pleasure is everything for him. Yeah. So how a soul can understand? How he can enter to this? How can you say this? Yutha. Yutha means groups. The spheres, you can say. Radharani sphere. Internal potency sphere. Ladini Shakti sphere. And under guidance of Radharani, how is it possible for a conditioned soul to serve Krishna? Therefore, Radharani's plan. This is Radharani's mercy. When Gauranga Mahaprabhu came, assuming Krishna, assuming the mood and role of Radharani, became Gaura and want to distribute the prem. When we receive prem, then no linga sarir. How can I say linga sarir? Like this, this body, male, female body. Yeah, this is called linga sarir. We don't want this body. We want a transcendental body. Chit sarir. Without prem, that is not possible. And this was Radharani's plan. And especially in Kali Yuga, Krishna assuming the mood of Radharani, and Prabhupada said mood and role, and want to distribute this Krishna prem through holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Through holy name. Brahma Radullava Prema Sabakare. Even this prem is rare for Brahma. Brahmaji, Shivaji, they are beggars. But Mahaprabhu came here. Therefore, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Srila Prabhupada always used to say this. This Mayapur, among the universe, the best place is Mayapur. Why? Mahaprabhu started his mission and distribute Krishna prem from this place. And this is Navadvip Dham. This is Dham, eternal Dham. So this Krishna prem, Mahaprabhu, this is Radharani's mercy. And when Krishna assuming the mood and role of Radharani, wants to distribute to everyone without considering caste, creed, man, woman, element, anything. Indiscriminately. Indiscriminately, Mahaprabhu wants to give Krishna. Yeah. This is not a story. You see, where is Western world and where we are? Indian, you just compare. Where this philosophy? This Gaudiya philosophy and where is Western world? Where is America? Compare just American philosophy and Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy. Drink, dance. Huh? You have to drink, then you have to dance. Another three things. And this time I went to America, they said three things. I forgot. Huh? Be merry. Then? Huh? He's American, he knows. Be merry, enjoy, then? Yes. Sex, drugs. And where this Mahaprabhu's Krishna prem? And this was prediction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This was prediction. My name, Prativita Chaitanya Nagaradigram, Sarvatra Prachar. Actually, this is a dream. Before this was a dream for every acharyas. It's a dream. Even in Indian people, they don't have attachment for holy name. But this Krishna prem, this is the nature of Krishna prem. This is the nature of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If he empowered someone, if Mahaprabhu empowered someone, if Mahaprabhu wants to distribute this Krishna prem anywhere, everywhere, to everyone he can distribute. And this is, who is Prabhupada? Who is Prabhupada? Prabhupada from spiritual world. Mahaprabhu's own man. Empowered by Panchatattva. Empowered by Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. And distribute this Krishna prem indiscriminately in America. This is not easy job. Not utterly easy job. And injected the feeling of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You understand? Injected the feelings of Mahaprabhu. They start to chant Hare Krishna. Now the young boys, you see, many Indian young boys, they are joining now. Many Indian young guys, they are joining. They are very expert to perform everything. But whenever you ask to them, you are chanting 16 round, hell. Big job, chanting 6 months. We are Indians nowadays. They're not so addicted like Prabhupada's time, like American young hippies, they're addicted. Everyone always fails to chant 6 months. But that time you see, this is not sentiment talk. When I used to see the Prabhupada's disciples, they used to send letter to Prabhupada. Prabhupada, I'm sending 50 round, 64 round, 32 rounds. In the beginning, it is not easy for a hippie or an American boy, immediately influenced by some saintly persons, start to chant 30 rounds, 60 rounds. This is Mahaprabhu's blessings. How this mercy transfer, and how a sadhu can inject this mercy, Mahaprabhu's mercy, into heart of a conditioned soul. So this is Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu is Krishna, Prabhupada said. And assuming the mood and role of Radharani, Prabhupada said, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, but he has taken the mood and role of Radharani to show us how to love Krishna. So simple. What is our business? What Mahaprabhu wants taught us? How to love Krishna. Why we are devotees? Oh, in America, we are discussing same thing. Without love, we are devotee. We don't have love, still we are devotee. Without love, we want to become a lover of Krishna. Still tilak is going on, Hare Krishna. You are uttering someone's name means, like mother used to always utter his son's name, daughter's name. Why? She had love. But we don't have love, still we are chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Performing kirtan, dancing kirtan, but we don't have love. Yes, but we want love. And Prabhupada said here, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna, but he has taken the mood and role of Radharani to show us how to love Krishna. Our business is like that. How to love Krishna. To love Krishna is easy or difficult? Impossible, not difficult, impossible to love Krishna. We don't have love, then how can we love someone? You don't have love. We don't know what is love. No. In this material world, where is love? Love is covered. It turns to lust. We don't know what is love. We are not ready even to sacrifice. Love means you want to become a lover means be ready to sacrifice everything for your beloved. We are ready? No. Always condition. Even in this material world, you have some love for someone, conditional love, partial love, artificial love, no pure love. Can't find here. We don't have. To love Krishna is not easy job. Because, like mother have love for his kids, She used to fast, she used to suffer, but still she is always ready to sacrifice her energy, her time for his kids. You can say this is one of the symptoms of your love. One of the symptoms of your love. Be always ready to sacrifice everything what you have for Guru and Krishna. How many percentage, how many people you can find? Those are ready at any cost. Yeah, we used to discuss like that, like fire sacrifice arena. Sometimes animals are there, because they have to. How can I say? Nah, they have to give sacrifice. This fire, these animals are there, goats, other animals are there. Big fire sacrifice is going on. But everyone knows, many people used to come, pay obeisances to this animal, because he is ready to give up his life. He is ready to sacrifice his life in fire sacrifice. Like gopis, like Radharanis. This devotee life is like that. If you have a lover, be ready to sacrifice everything for your beloved. But Mahaprabhu came and he wanted to show us how to love Krishna. Then how to love Krishna? Who can say how to love Krishna? Whatever idea is coming to our mind, we are thinking, okay, I can please Krishna in this way. I can please Krishna in this way. How to please Krishna only Radharani knows, no one knows. Who is Radharani? Why from left side Radharani appear? From Krishna, Radharani appear from left side. Why? For that purpose. Krishna was alone and Krishna said, okay, how can these conditioned souls? They know my mood. How can they serve unless they understand my mood? How can they sacrifice everything unless they know my, how can you say, mood and mission? Therefore, from Krishna's pleasure potency, when Krishna was very in ecstasy, in pleasure mood, then Radharani appeared. Therefore, his pleasure potencies, appearances, Radharani. Only Radharani knows how to give pleasure to Krishna. Then someone said, okay, then better approach Radharani. Huh? Why? Then study Radharani's mood from Shastra. Okay, in this way, I can please Krishna. And what is the Radharani standard? How to please Krishna? Aslisyava padratam pinastava. This is Radharani standard. Krishna, anyhow, I am yours. You may embrace me or kick me. I am yours. I don't consider my happiness. I am always ready to sacrifice everything what I have for you. I want your pleasure. This is a sense of Radharani's mood. We are ready? Huh? Is it possible for us? No. Very difficult for a conditioned soul to develop such mood without any condition, without like zero demand, 100% sacrifice. Yeah, that is Radharani's principle. Zero demand. Demand should be zero. And sacrifice 100%. And our policy is opposite. Demand 100%. Sacrifice not zero, minus. Minus. We are not ready to sacrifice. Prasadam fast. Everything. Whenever something we want to fast. We don't want to sacrifice everything. That nature is not with us. Therefore, acharyas very strict for Vidhi Bhakti said, no, you cannot approach Radharani. Forget these sentimental things. We Gaudiyas, we are always slapping over all these feelings. We are always slapping. No. We never allow anyone. We never allow anyone, any conditioned souls to go to that side, Radharani side. No. Always you should think you are a fallen, conditioned soul. We are devotee, but our position is very, miserable condition. We are a devotee, but condition is just like Prabhupada, in Prabhupada writing, what Prabhupada said in English? Fallen, conditioned souls. Not only fallen, eternally conditioned fallen souls. Yeah. Who care for us? Who care for us? We can't understand Radharani. Therefore, Radharani wants to accept us. Radharani is ready to accept us. But we are not ready. Therefore, assuming the mood of Gaura, and Gaura means Udarji, how can you say? This compassionate mood, the merciful mood is more prominent here. This is the Gaura Dham is Udarji Dham. What is different between Gaura and Krishna? This is another one different. From mercy side, this is the different. Krishna is merciful or Gaura is merciful? Who is merciful? Philosophically, you are saying Gaura is merciful. How Gaura is merciful? Can you show me? How Gaura is merciful? You are Gaura Bhakta or Krishna Bhakta? Huh? You see, you are belongs to your father or your mother. Like sometimes we ask to some kids, you like your father or you like to your mother? He looks towards both. He's now in dilemma. He's now in dilemma. You are belongs to your father or you are belongs to your mother? You are belongs to both. Like Gaur and Krishna, his same is Gaura, same is Krishna. He's Gaur and he's Krishna. But Gaudiyas, they are Gaura Bhaktas. You know, sometimes children said, I like my mom. You know why? Because father is very strict. Sometimes kids said, I like my father, because mother is very strict. Sometimes they change their nature, but among Gaura and Krishna, Krishna is strict. And Gaura is like a mother. Never change. Mahaprabhu never changes his own attitude, own feelings, own mercy. Mahaprabhu is like a mother. Always traditional Indian mother. Indian traditional mother. Yeah, sometimes we used to discuss on these things. We discuss these things. Traditional Indian mother, they are so attached to their sons. Son is a big thief, plunderer. But if you ask to his mom, your son is a thief, he's a plunderer. No. Many people are doing like that. My son is better than him. My son is not like that. Before my son was not like that. Now maybe with association is good. She's not ready at all to admit that my son is like that. Guru is like that. Anyone comes to Mahaprabhu's fold, anyone comes to this Gaudiya Sampradaya, if you have attachment to Gaura Bhaktas, never Mahaprabhu thinks like that, like mother. No, he's devotee. He's my devotee. He's my devotee. And there is same nature of Gaura Bhaktas. You see, like Prabhupada. They're not very strict. Very merciful. For their own bhajan, for their own sadhan, they are very strict. For others, they are very merciful. Yeah, very merciful. They want, let everyone should come to Mahaprabhu's, Radharani's fold. This is Mahaprabhu. This is Mahaprabhu. So, in fact, although we are chanting Hare Krishna, like we discussed this thing, you are belongs to your father or your mother. Sometimes kids said, I belongs to my father. I like my father. I like my mother. But kids, you came out from father and mother, both. So we are Gaura Bhakta or Krishna Bhakta? No. We are taking shelter of Gaura and chanting Hare Krishna. We are chanting Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda. We are worshipping Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And sometimes we are worshipping Krishna. Because there is no difference between Gaura and Krishna. But in fact, we are Gaura Bhaktas. Like small kids said, I belongs to, or I like my mom. Why? Mom is very compassionate. And why we are Gaura Bhaktas? Because only our hope is Gaura. Mahaprabhu said, as Srila Prabhupada said, to become a bona fide devotee of Lord is not at all easy. Many places Prabhupada said, in Bhagavatam, in CC, especially in this Kali Yuga, Prabhupada mentioned this word, especially in this Kali Yuga, to become a bona fide devotee of Lord is not easy. But our only hope is Sriman Mahaprabhu. How he knows? This is Gaudiya mood. This is Gaudiya mood. Those are Gaudiya acharyas, those are pure devotees, those are honored devotees of Gauras. They knows how Gaura is very compassionate. Like we are discussing, without love, If you don't have love, we don't have love for Krishna. Still you see, we're wearing dhotis, tilak. Everyone outside, whenever they saw us, oh, he's a lover of Krishna. He's chanting like this. Sometimes, we're chanting, dancing. Oh, everyone feeling is such a lover of Krishna. But we don't have love. And this is acharyas blessings. This is acharyas. Gauranga Mahaprabhu's blessings. Mahaprabhu's blessing is there. Although this pure love is not within our heart, still we have some attachment towards holy name, towards prasadam, towards deity, towards Guru Bhaktas, towards Krishna Katha. This is Mahaprabhu's blessings. So like father and mother, and Gaur and Krishna is like that. But Gauranga Mahaprabhu means assuming the mood and role of Radharani and wants, Prabhupada said, and to show us how to love Krishna. How to love Krishna. Yeah. How to love Krishna. Big task in your life. How to love Krishna. Yeah. We have to put, like our Gurudev used to say, you have to keep Krishna within your heart. Put Krishna on the platform of love, not son, daughter, buddy, wife, husband, this country. No. Easy task. In the platform of love, only Krishna. That is very difficult for a conditioned soul. He is in a conditional stress, and whenever he start to practice some devotional service, always condition. In this condition, I will serve. In this condition, I will chant. I have this problem. I have this. Always this side, that side, this side. That's a big job. Therefore, more than Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Gaura Bhaktas, they're very merciful. Yeah. They're very merciful. According to our standard, standard means according to our label, they are engaging us, they are giving principles, they are giving hopes. And like someone is leading in front. If you walk fast, then you have to walk fast, otherwise you will be in back. Sometimes many other devotees, or you can say in other sampradayas, they used to criticize our acharyas. Why they are just only speaking about nowadays, even this neophyte devotees, they used to say, oh, why not such higher philosophy, only discussing this simple things. No, this is not acharya. Acharya's job is different. He's acharyas. You can perform your own bhajan, that is different. But if you want to guide 1,000 devotees, when you are walking in parikrama, alone you are walking, no problem. You can walk for 20 kilometers. But when you are leading in the front and many followers are there, always you have to look back, whether they are walking properly or not. Because they are following me. I have to lead them. If someone will face problems, I have to help them. Our acharya is like that. Don't think they cannot do bhajan in Radha Kund. Don't think they cannot preach about Radharani. Don't think they don't know about Stavavali, they don't know about Radharasa Sudhanidhi. Don't think like that. They don't know the glories of Vrindavan Dham, Radharani. They know everything. But they are leaders, spiritual leaders. And we are blind. And you know what happened? To lead other people is very easy. But if you want to guide blind people, always you have to look back. Because they're blind. My followers are blind. What to do? Always you have to guide at every step. And we are blind actually. We're blind. Materially engrossed by material enjoyment. We're blind. And to lead us towards Mahaprabhu, to lead us towards Krishna, it's a big task. It's a big task. Therefore, our acharyas, They're very worried for us. They knows everything, but their main business how to lead these blind peoples. Give them some spiritual platform, spiritual label. Yeah, speaking philosophy, that is not a big job. Everyone can preach philosophy. If someone is preacher, he can preach everything. He knows way of talking. He's a scholar, he can read shastras, he can present it. But important practically how much souls you are leading, how much souls you are taking caring, how much souls you are engaging in Krishna service, and how much souls you are giving nourishment to how many souls. That is very important job. And that job is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's job. And our acharyas is focusing on that things. We are blind followers. We are blind actually. And all they knows, no, we don't want to go fast. If I will go fast, then they cannot follow us. Yeah. Like Prabhupada mentioned in CC or Bhagavatma, I was reading that thing. Prabhupada said in practically, I saw in America practically, they cannot chant continuously, they cannot chant 64 rounds or many rounds. Therefore, minimum at least, minimum 16 rounds they have to chant. That time Prabhupada said for Americans. Huh? Then now Indians are Americans or less than Americans? Devotees, I saw young boys, they're connecting in base or somewhere for 10 months, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Still you ask to them whether you are continuing 16 round. No, Maharaj. Sometimes very difficult. They're Indians. Prabhupada said that for Westerners. But the whole world is now influenced by the same, how can you say, gross materialism, enjoying propensity. Everyone is blind. The acharyas knows how to lead these souls, how to guide them ultimately towards ultimate goal. Therefore, this is the unique contribution of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's followers, acharyas. And we are indebted to them always. Don't think by discussing big philosophy, by discussing big or deep philosophies, you can change your position. No. Either speaker or hearer. If someone will hear deep philosophies, big topics, don't think your position will be changed. Our speaker should not think, I am speaking such a deep philosophy, big philosophy, very higher philosophy, I am a big preacher now. No. By this way, you cannot change your position. This is a very practical way. If you receive mercy from Gauranga Mahaprabhu's devotees, only and following their footsteps, serving very sincerely, chanting 16 rounds, and always cry in your heart, Guru and Gauranga, please have mercy to me. Otherwise, without your mercy, I cannot survive. This is the procedure, simple thing. Then someone can change his position, adhikar. Otherwise, don't think by discussing something, by practicing something, you can change your positions. No. That is not practical. That is not practical. So this is Mahaprabhu. And why Mahaprabhu came? We will come to topic now. Why Mahaprabhu came? And therefore Rupa Goswami pay obeisance to Mahaprabhu. When he saw in Prayag, just pay obeisances. And this prayer is ornament for all Gaudiya Vaishnavas. It is revealed. This Rupa Goswami's prayer. What is his prayer? Namo. This is Rupa Goswami's, or what is your, Prabhuji? What is your feeling? First time Rupa Goswami saw Mahaprabhu, huh? Or second time? This is second time. First time he saw in Ramkeli. Okay. But when he pay obeisances, not as a scholar he said, Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna prema. Not just kala. Mahaprabhu reveal. Mahaprabhu reveal. This is my nature. Like Sukadeva Goswami. When Sukadeva Goswami was narrating Srimad Bhagavatam, Vasudev was there, Parsuram was there, many scholars, even Narad Muni was there. Writer is there. Writer was there. And his son is preaching. Sukadeva is preaching. But why different text? Same Bhagavatam. And why the writer is feelings different? Because he is writer. Suppose Vasudev is, Vasudev is writer of Srimad Bhagavatam. But when he was hearing from Sukadeva Goswami, he was in ecstasy. How it is possible? Writer became ecstasy by hearing from hearer? He's the writer. He knows. His writing means he knows. He has feelings. He knows all the tattvas. Bhagavatam accept Sukadeva. It's called Atmasat. I don't know in English. My English is not good. Just by reading Srila Prabhupada books, I'm not so educated. I'm speaking in English. This is called Atmasat. Like in this prayer is there. Karo more Atmasat. Jugyata vichare kichu nai pait. No. Shakti buddhi hina ami ati dina kare more Atmasat. This is key point of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Many key points are there. You know. Lakar, first key, second key. Only I know 2 key. I don't know other. But in Gaudiya Vaishnava, many key points are there. You just open, because you want frame. Then you have to open many lockers, keys. This is one of the key. And this is best. If you want to go inside, how can you say? You want to go to the sphere of Gaudiya acharyas, pure devotees, sphere, then this is the gateway. This is the gateway. Like this hall, gateway is here. This is the gateway. Always inside our heart, after performing all the service, completing all our regulative principles very sincerely, what should be our feeling? Shakti buddhi hina amiyati. I am very fallen soul. I am just like a dry fallen leaf. You know dry fallen leaves? You can see. Any leaves become dry and it's fallen from the tree. Who care? No one cares. And he can't become attached to again with the trees. No. And our feeling is like that. Yes. Even this is a dry leaf, but someone can understand from the leaf, oh, it is mango leaf. It's jackfruit leaf. But I am more fallen than that. No one can recognize me. Even I fail to recognize myself that I am Krishna's, I am Guru's. I am such a fallen. Like dry fallen leaves, less than dry fallen leaves. Shakti buddhi hina. I don't have any intelligence. I don't have any spiritual energy. And I am very fallen like dry fallen leaf. And what is my hope? Only hope. Karo more Atmasa. Please, you accept me as your own. From your side, you accept. Don't see my qualification. This is the gateway to enter to Gauravakta sphere, Gaudiya philosophies. Otherwise, you may preach, you may perform other things. Nothing will be revealed. Nothing will be revealed. Philosophically, you may be very strong, but spiritually, revelation will not happen. You understand? You are preaching, but you don't have faith. You are preaching, but you don't have you are serving Guru, but no releasement. You are serving deity, no releasement. Revelation is not happening. Why? His mood is not there. We are discussing something about how Rupa Goswami prayed these things. Because Mahaprabhu accepted Rupa and Sanatan like that. In first meeting, Mahaprabhu said, oh, you two brothers are my eternal servant. And by seeing your humility, seeing your humbleness, my heart is broken. My heart is broken by seeing your humility. From that point, Mahaprabhu accepted me as his own man. Yeah, we are discussing, few days before we are discussing, some devotees are discussing about Raga, Nuga and Vidhi. I said, you see, practically if you sit in one place and study Gaudiya Vaishnavism, Gaudiya Vaishnava philosophy is such a vast course. But I can give conclusion. As we hear from a realized soul from Gurudev and from Prabhupada, every word for us, every word is absolute. For me, I can say. And as per my realization, I can say one thing. Neither we are Vidhi Bhaktas nor we are Raganuga Bhaktas. He said, how? Because we are so fallen, even we fails to perform Vidhi Bhakti also. We are so weak. And what to speak about Raganuga? And above Vidhi and Raganuga, we are only depending on mercy. We are performing Vidhi Bhakti, but mercy is our only hope. Otherwise, we don't have any qualification. We don't have any qualifications. And when we think we are qualified, then we are finished. When we think, what is our problem? This is our disease. This is our disease. Even in sadhana bhakti stage, sadhak stage, we are thinking we are qualified. Therefore, sadhu and gurus, acharyas, Mahaprabhus, Krishna, they are never accepting us. They don't think, oh, he is my one man. Because he thinks he is self-sufficient. Okay, why I will help him? They are like Bhagavatam accept to whom? To Sukadev. Therefore, whenever this Vaishnava was hearing, whenever Narad was hearing, they are listening a different mood, different interest, different religion. Like Guru and Krishna, even you are a disciple of him, you may be a disciple of a pure devotee. And a pure devotee has many disciples. But everyone's realization, everyone's experience, everyone's standard is different. How? It depends on how Guru accept him. How you are accepting your Guru in your mood, that is different. Because sometimes we are not following Guru's instruction, but we are glorifying Guru. But how Guru accept you, that is very important. That part we want. We want to become a very humble servant. Unqualified, disqualified. And it is the nature of Gaura Bhaktas, they are very merciful to fallen souls. And we want to become fallen. After performing all these services, our feeling, really we are fallen and we want to become fallen. This is our qualification. This is our qualification. Then Gaura Bhaktas will accept us. Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu. Then next one. For whom Guru is ocean of mercy? For whom? Next term is very important. Undoubtedly Guru is merciful, but for whom? We are worshipping Guru, but forgetting that part. We have love for Srila Prabhupada, but forgetting that part. Prabhupada, I am feeling myself very qualified. How you become my friend? How can I touch this ocean of mercy? I can drink a drop of mercy. This is our disease. So, like Bhagavatam accepts Sukadev, also Bhagavatam accepts Vasudeva. Vasudeva is father. But how he accepts? Complete. Srimad Bhagavatam completely accepts Sukadev. According to Bhagavatam's acceptance, Sukadev's feelings was different than Vasudeva, than Narad. Therefore, their relation different taste. All the saintly persons, and like that, Mahaprabhu accept Rup, Sanatan, Sadgoswamis, acharyas. And when Rupa Goswami pay obeisance to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, what he pray? Namo Mahavadanyaya. Mahavadanyaya. I was reading one article, Acharya's article. He said, according to Sanskrit, Namo Mahavadanyaya. Actually, Badanya word means, Badanya. Who is Badanya? How can you say in Sanskrit Badanya? Topmost charitable person. Huh? That is Badanya. Badanya means Dani and another is Badanya. Badanya means one is very topmost charitable person, then you can say Badanya. But here is said Mahabadanya. How can you can add Maha? Everything Maha. Mahabadanya, Mahaprasad, Mahamantra. Everything Maha. Maha, everything Maha. Gaudiya. Everything Maha. And our Prabhu is also Mahaprabhu. Our Prabhu is also Mahaprabhu. Yeah, others are saying Mahaprabhu, but our Prabhu is Mahaprabhu. Why is Mahaprabhu? Why we said Krishna is Krishna, but Gaura is Mahaprabhu? Why? Mahaprabhu, because he is distributing Krishna prema. Namo Mahabadanya. Why is Mahabadanya? Krishna prema pradaya. And therefore Jiva Goswami said, Gaura, although he is such a scholar, many times I failed to understand his writings, like in Sandarbhas, but he's always glorifying Gaura. Always like Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, one of his writings said, Gauranga Mahaprabhu is just like it. We are suffering here, like with the extreme temperature, extreme heat. We are suffering here, and Gauranga Mahaprabhu is just like cloud, heavy rain. Can you say rain? Eh? Heavy rain, showering heavy rain. Tranaya karunya ghana. You see, what is the glory of Gaudiya acharyas? Unanimously, everyone accepting Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Mahaprabhu's teachings and giving always a unique position to Mahaprabhu's teachings. All you see, all our acharyas. Goswami, Swarup Damodar, Raya Ramananda, another with Raya Ramananda, Lalita Visakha, Swarup Damodar, Raya Ramananda, then Sadgoswamis, then Syamananda Prabhu, Rasikananda Prabhu, all up to Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, all the acharyas, up to Srila Prabhupada, you see, everyone, how can you say, with a higher respect, they're giving unique positions to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings and guidelines. Never considering this present situation about the devotees, about the societies, about the philosophies. No, Mahaprabhu. Even Prabhupada in West, who knows? Even in India, we are not preaching about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. In India, if you preach about Bhagavad Gita, okay. Ramayana, okay. Mahabharata, okay. But if you said CC, who knows about CC? In India, they accept Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as a religious reformer. They don't know. But Prabhupada in West is established Gaur-Nitai. And in singing this song, Parama Karuna, how many Indians know this song? How many Indians know these songs? And they have discriminations. Oh, this is Bengali song. Like in Uriya, they said, oh, this is Bengali songs. Why will sing Bengali songs? We'll sing Uriya songs. Yeah. They will take Bengali medicine, American medicine, American wine, Bengali potatoes, Bengali everything. They will eat Bengali, everything's Bengalis. But I said, why will you sing Bengali songs? This discrimination is in India, but Prabhupada never considered. We are not considering about time, place, circumstances, candidates. Never. Uncompromisedly will preach, will establish Gaura. Gaura Tattva is. Goswami tattvas, acharyas tattvas. Prabhupada went to West, everywhere, uncompromisingly established Gaur Nitai, and even through his harmonium is singing Param Karuna Pahudui Jana Nitai Gaura Chandra. Who knows these songs? And Sri Goswami has to come. Why? No. We have a prime duty to establish the unique position, unique contribution of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's philosophy and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's position and Acharya's position. Yeah. Krishna prema pradayate. Krishnaya, Krishna Chaitanya namne Gauradvesena. Actually, Mahaprabhu accepted Rupa Goswami. Therefore, immediately this prayer revealed. So Krishna, Chaitanya is Krishna, Krishna is Chaitanya. But in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's incarnation, one prominence is there. And specific, you can say, the mood is there. How to love Krishna, like Prabhupada said. How to perform bhajan. That is, we can learn from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How to cry for Krishna. How to achieve Krishna prema. Only Gaura. Only Gaura. Without Gaura. Before no one knows what is love. Even in India, among the four sampradayas, no one knows, before the Mahaprabhu, no one knows the glories of Radha. No one knows the glories of Radha, and no one ever hear the glories of prema. What is prema? Everyone wants liberation. And once we become liberated, we will go to Vaikuntha. Up to Veda. What to speak about the Indian philosophers? Up to Veda, if you discuss the conclusion of Vedas, then you can draw this conclusion. Once you become liberated, then you will go to Vaikuntha. Bas, Muktis. But no one knows the glories of love. No one knows the glories of Radha. Only when Radha herself came, Krishna assuming the mood of Radha and descend here as Gaura and distribute this Krishna prems, then everyone came to know about the glories. And Mahaprabhu's two specific guidelines. These two important guidelines. Why Krishna descended and Mahaprabhu? First, Krishna want to taught us how to perform his bhajan. Bhajan means his seva. How to perform his service. And how to chant. How to serve. Krishna descended as Gaura. And second thing, by this way, Krishna descended here, okay, as Gaura. But what is his ultimate goal? He want to give us Krishna prema, his own prema. He himself want to give Krishna prema. When Krishna was performing Leela, first times in this material world, he never distributed Krishna prema indiscriminately. Yeah, not in, very conditional. Even you see, after speaking Bhagavad Gita, immediately Krishna said to Buddha, to Krishna, to Arjun. Also, after speaking Bhagavatam in 11th canto, last chapter Bhakti Yoga, immediately put the condition to Uddhava. Uddhava, only I preach this confidential Bhakti Yoga to you. Don't preach to those persons. Those are not my devotee. Those persons don't have love for me. Those are not my worshipper. Don't preach this philosophy to atheistics. Only preaching philosophy to his confidential devotees put these conditions. This is only for Gita, is only for Arjuna or for us? Huh? If you argue with me, I can show you. Krishna straightly said, this Gita is only for Arjuna. You see, end of the 18th chapter, what Krishna said? What is that verse? Name atapaskaya bhaktaya kadachana. Arjun, I deliver these messages, but don't deliver this message to anyone. If someone is not austere, someone don't have love for me, and someone is not my devotee, then to whom you will preach Bhagavad Gita? Then Bhagavad Gita is only for devotees. Huh? This is only for devotees. Krishna is so strict, very conditional. The Bhagavatam also said, he said to Uddhava, don't preach to everyone, don't preach to everyone. Then Krishna said, don't preach to everyone, but we are preaching to everyone. We are following Krishna or not? No, we are not following Krishna. We are Gaura Bhaktas. Some like father and mother. Sometimes father said, don't eat chocolate. Mother said, one. You can eat one, no problem. Every day you can take one. Yeah, we are follower of mother. Father is strict. We are like same. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu said, to whom you meet, you just preach about Krishna. And Krishna said, don't preach these things. Who is mom? We are following mom. Gaura is my mother. Yeah, we are following, practically we are following Mahaprabhu. Krishna is very strict. Very strict. And Krishna's standard, a particular standard, only love. If you have love, then you can reciprocate with me. I don't consider you are fallen or not. Even you are equipped with love, then you can reciprocate with me, you can make some contact with me. Without love, I don't want to see your face. But Mahaprabhu, one thing, if you are fallen, patita pavana hetu tava avatar musama patita prabhu na pai. Our acharyas, they know the mood. You just descend here to deliver the fallens. Mahaprabhu, you just go anywhere. You cannot find a fallen soul like me. Only one point. In Gaurav, we are Gaurav Bhaktas, but we have to realize only one thing. This is our sadhana. We are preaching, we are chanting, we are sannyasis, whatever you may be. One thing. No one is fallen like me. But after all, this is my Guru's blessing, this is Srila Prabhupada's blessing, Acharya's blessing. After all, I am such a fallen soul performing all this service for their pleasure. But my position, no one is fallen like me. And my only hope is Gaura and Gaura Bhaktas. My only hope. Actually, that is our parampara. That is our parampara. Krishna is very strict. Unless you have love, Krishna don't want to see your face. But Radharani wants more girlfriends for Krishna's service. And this is Radharani tricks. Assuming the mood of Gaura, Krishna, assuming the mood of Radharani, in form of Gaura, fulfilling. Radharani is fulfilling her desire through Gaura. Distributing prem, once you achieve prem, then you can understand, you can contact with Krishna. You can contact with Krishna. Therefore, Gaura is our hope. Namo Mahabadanyaya. We are discussing about two things. Mahaprabhu wants to taught us how to perform Krishna bhajan, how to love Krishna. In which way you can please Krishna. Krishna set up a standard in which way you can please me. In Bhagavatam, in Bhagavad Gita, you can find some verses. But Krishna never said, how can you purify yourself? Not elaborately said these things. You can purify yourself. Always said, okay, you love me, then you can purify yourself. You understand? But Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Gaura Bhaktas, they are giving very scrutinizedly, very perfectly the ways. How can you purify yourself? and achieve this love of Godhead. Yeah. And Krishna standard, direct prem. Yeah. Like you want to deal with in India, what is Indian topmost, how can I say? No, Indian most rich person. Who is the rich person now? India? Adani. Okay, suppose you take one example, Adani. You want to contact with Adani now. Possible? No. You cannot deal with him. If you have one lakh rupees or 1 crores, you said, I want to make one business with Adani. He said, no. Minimum standard 3 crores. 300 crores. Then you can make some term and condition with. Krishna is like that. Krishna is like that. You want to contact with me? You have love for me? You are ready to dance 24 hours? Yeah, Krishna's standard means 24 hours be ready like a doll to dance with me. I am like that person. You see gopis. Daytime busy, nighttime busy, always dancing doll in hand of Krishna. And out of love, they are dancing doll. Always ready for Krishna service, always ecstasy for Krishna service. That is Krishna standard. We don't have such bank balance. And Mahaprabhu simple. Mahaprabhu wants simple things. You just realize one thing. You are a fallen soul. Actually, we are studying all Shastras, chanting Hare Krishna to realize one point. I am the most fallen soul. I can say most degraded, fallen soul in this world. And no one can deliver without Gauranga Mahaprabhu's devotee and Gaura. When we realize, then the sun arises. The divine fortune came for his soul. Then acharyas mercy. Don't think about it. Only you can receive Guru's mercy. You can receive all previous acharyas, all Gurus, all Vaishnavas mercy. Because mercy is hanging over our head. But only realization. And that teachings, that is Mahaprabhu's, Gauranga Mahaprabhu's teachings. From Mahaprabhu's teachings, we can understand in which way we have to perform our bhajan. Although our achievement is Krishna prem, but we have to purify ourselves. And Mahaprabhu came for this purpose. How to do bhajan? And what is your prayojan? What is your ultimate goal? Your ultimate goal is Krishna prem. Or tomorrow there is no class, huh? Tomorrow is a boat festival. Day after tomorrow we will hear about Mahaprabhu's, especially these 3-4 classes about Mahaprabhu's guidelines, about holy name, how to achieve Krishna prem, and what is Mahaprabhu's direct teachings. Yeah, we want to hear about, although Jiva Goswamis, other acharyas, Rupa Goswamis, they mention in different places all these philosophies separately, but conclusion you can find through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, conclusion of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings you can find through Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's writing, this 7th Goswami. Conclusions. Because acharyas, we are discussing 3 things in one Uriya Prabhuchan. Don't accept more disciple. Like Loknath Goswami have only one disciple. Who? Which is his disciple? Narottam. But Narottam have many disciples. Whether he follows his Guru Maharaj or not. What is your answer? Understanding Gaura Bhaktas is sometimes very difficult. His Guru accept one disciple, but disciple, Narottam have many disciples. Then how can you understand? So sometimes Gaura Bhaktas are very broad-minded. Like Ramanujacharya said. Goshtapurna said, I am giving this mantra, don't preach. Then he said, no, I will preach. Then he said, if you don't follow me, then you'll go to hell. He said, yes, I'm ready. But you give me mantra, that mantra will deliver 1,000 million people. If million people will deliver and I'll go to hell, I am ready to destroy the soul. So from one side you can see he's not following Guru, but actually he's the real follower of his Guru. And Narottam Das Thakur accept many disciples. Why? His mood is different. Who will glorify Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? How will continue Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's missions? If not so many devotees are there, why Bhakti Maharani wants many devotees? Chakripad Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in 11th canto he mentions, Bhakti Maharani wants, let many souls should come. They should perform Madhura Madhura Nama Sankirtanartham. Perform loud chanting Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. Purifying the whole atmosphere. And Ambai, how can I say, reviving the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You see, like this Mahamila and all these Sankirtans. It gives the feeling of Mahaprabhu. Sometimes looks like contradictory. Lokanath have one disciple, and Narottam have many disciples. He's following his Guru perfectly. The real followers. They want, no, we want more followers. We have to preserve Mahaprabhu's deity. Who will worship Mahaprabhu's deity? Who will worship in Acharya Samadhi? Okay, in CC it is mentioned, don't read many scriptures. Bahu Shastra Kalabhyasa Kabhunam Kariyo. Then why our acharyas wrote down so many shastras? Why? Because they know in the future all these intellectual boys will come. Yeah, many scholars will come. Many people will come. They will argue about this Vaishnava philosophies. Then they will, in the future they will think this Srimad Bhagavatam is nothing else. This is like mythology, Yes. Therefore, all acharyas can, all acharyas have special love for Srimad Bhagavatam. They wrote down their own commentaries, different siddhantas. Then from one side it said, don't read many scriptures, but our acharyas wrote down many scriptures. You have to understand. And third thing, don't construct, according to Vidhi Bhakti also, don't construct big temples, don't open many temples. But we are opening temples. Why? No, when Acharya is opening temples, they want to show their love to Krishna. Krishna, I have love for you. You know, like lover and beloved, everyone, lover and beloved, both have a competition mood to establish. Beloved wants to establish lover, lover wants to establish beloved's position in this society. And devotee always wants, no. Why Mayavadis will preach everywhere? Why they will construct so many temples? Why not we will build a temple and there Mahaprabhu's glories, Krishna's glories, someone will read Srimad Bhagavatam, holy name, someone will chant holy names, many people will come. So Shastra's vision is on one side, Shastra's conclusion in one side, but Gaudiya Vaishnava vision is different side. The pure devotees, their mood is beyond Shastric conclusion. Therefore, it is sometimes for new parts very difficult to understand. When they compare Shastra and when they see the practical life of acharyas, they are in dilemma. But the history is there. This is different. Tattva is there. So we are a follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu gives Krishna prema. And especially Mahaprabhu came to give us Krishna. How to love, like Prabhupada said, how to love Krishna. You may preach, no problem. You may worship, no problem. You may perform Sankirtan, no problem. But your aim should be how to love Krishna. That is the measuring, that is like a measuring rod. How much love I have for Krishna. And how to develop this love? Unless you are associating with a lover. Pure devotees means they are lover of Krishna. By their association, we can purify ourselves. Then how can we say? We can purify ourselves. Then this love will predominate. Okay, now this is time. This is 6. If you have some question. Mask. Okay. Huh? Come here. Yeah. Listen. You sit down there.
I heard about that Bhaktisiddhanta is from his name. I don't know who is Krishna. We are Gaudiya. We love Radharani. Because Radharani loves Krishna, that's why we love Krishna. So how to understand based on today's...
You completed the Srila Prabhupada books? Huh?
I'm reading Chaitanya Charitamrita.
Then, how many times Prabhupada said, we are Gauras? Why you are comparing with Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur? And that means you are hearing other side, outside lectures. Huh? You are hearing from YouTube, you are hearing all these lectures.
YouTube.
No, stop all these things.
Sorry,
Don't hear all Radharan topics. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, if said, we are Radharani's devotees, but once, I can counter you. Once Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur went in Kartik month to Radhakund, and all stalwart sannyasis, Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur sannyasis went there. And with a big hope, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur is going to Radhakund in Kartik month, and he will preach in Radhakund. Then he will preach about in Radhakund, what he will preach. If you go to Radhakund, you are a preacher, eh? You are preaching to some, you are guiding to some devotees? Yes. So if you go to Radhakund, what you will preach? With your students, if you go to Radhakund, glory of Radharani, you will preach glory of Radhakund, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Everyone, all stalwart sannyasis sit in front, everyone have a hope. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur will speak from Radha Sasudha Nidhi or something. And beginning Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, Vacha vego, mano vego, krodha jiva udara upasta vegam, etan vego. Everyone became, what? Gurudev is preaching something. Conditioned soul don't have right. He is not a devotee. He is not a devotee of Radharani. First, you should become devotee of a pure devotee. A devotee of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Then after Bhav, you can enter to Radharani sphere. You understand? 3 steps. First steps up to Anartha Nivritti, we are in a separate stage, devotional stage. From Nishtha to Bhav, we are in a different stage. From Bhav to Prem, this is a different stage. So our stage, within Anartha Nivritti. Shraddhas, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajan Kriya, and Anartha. After Nishtha to Bhav, that stage is different. We never discuss these things. Even straightly, Prabhupada said many places, you are not qualified to worship Radha Krishna. Many places. No, you worship Gaur-Nitai. But sometimes Prabhupada insult Radharani or not? To understand, position is very important. Adhikar is very important. We have to chant holy name, we have to purify ourselves, following acharyas principles strictly, and natural love will come. When natural love comes, that is Radha. So you can come tomorrow, you can hear what is Vrindavan, what is Radha. I will speak from Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So don't try to study separate books about Radharani's other things. No, chant Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna means Radha. When you purify yourself, because one realization, preaching, one bhajan, is very difficult. Like today or few days before someone said, like that. Yeah. Preaching is different. Realization is different. But Acharya Parampara is different. You don't think Prabhupada was not Radharani's devotees. Prabhupada said, from beginning my mother used to pray. My father always prayed to Radha Govinda, I should become a devotee of Radharani. Now my father's blessing, I'm Radharani's devotee.
Ayo.
But preaching something. We are follower of acharyas. So we cannot preach about directly about Radha. Gaura, we can preach about Gaura. Radharani's topics, own realization. That is your own bhajan. We cannot preach it. And those are preaching, they will create offense. Against Radharani, I cannot say, against acharyas. We are follower of acharyas. We can't preach these things. If we are preaching other topics, why not about Radharani? We can preach. No, we are follower of Guru, Acharya. No need. Just Hare Krishna, Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And Acharya teaching. So then, if someone can purify, then he can discuss. Okay? Yeah. How many thousand times Bhaktijan Saraswati Thakur about Guru Dasya? All his lectures, all his articles, Bengali articles I used to read, all his articles, 99%, 9 articles full with Guru Tattva. Yeah. Okay. Last question.